but I don't have this other light on.
Oh, yeah. We got to get the light on.
We thought we were doing good.
We must have had the wrong production crew today getting things ready. They should have been on it, so. Yeah, let's make sure you're in it and I'm on it.
Okay.
Jumping to half of it, or whatever that word is. Jumping something. I can't remember. I don't say these things anymore. Hi, guys. Here we are on a sunny Sunday morning.
It is sunny.
And it's brisk here in Indianapolis. It's 49 degrees, guys. It was great this morning. I love crisp mornings.
Yeah, but it's
sunny. I love
sunny.
These clear, crisp mornings before when the sun first comes up.
Yeah.
And everything. My husband.
It's really nice when it's super sunny right after a snowfall in like northern Minnesota when all the pine trees have the little bits of snow on them.
That's great.
The sun comes out in the morning.
So welcome. It's Sunday.
But we don't have snow here yet.
Not yet. November 17th.
It is the 17th.
I know. I had to check. I had to check. Yeah, I had to check. On episode number 203.
Jesus criminy.
I know every time I say it, it's kind of like unbelievable that these people have put up that with us for
I don't know how we
somebody hasn't gotten online and gone, get these guys off, click, but whatever. We're wonderful. We're here. If nothing else,
we're here.
And
I don't know if we're wonderful, but we're here.
We're consistent. Let's give us
that
one.
I don't know. When you go on a month-long cruise, I only get in one podcast.
Yeah, but true. But the point is when we are on, we're very consistent. You know what to expect from us.
A bunch of gibberish
bullshit.
Well,
that's fine. But, this way you can get it out of the
Hi, Nancy. Hi, Diana.
Hi, guys. All right, whatever. Oh. It's one of those days that we're just going to have to figure things out. I didn't get much done this week.
I didn't.
Look, you guys can't tell.
I was busy at work this week.
Shocking to me. Everybody hold the fort down. Sit down. Don't fall. Be careful. Lean on the counter. Oh my God.
Busy at work. But remember, Monday I wasn't at work.
That's true. Because Monday she kind of needed a mental health day because it's Veterans Day here.
It was Veterans Day.
And so we had two people who weren't working that normally we don't get to see.
Right.
So they came over and joined us on Monday instead of Tuesday. And one of the girls at Starbucks even said that. She goes, aren't you guys usually here on Tuesday? I said, yeah, but those two aren't. So we came
because they were going to be there. I went ahead and bought the one veteran that's in my work. I bought him a bag of M&Ms.
Nice.
Coffee caramel M&Ms, which they're fantastic, by the way.
I've never had those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to get those.
Coffee caramel M&Ms because he drinks energy drinks all afternoon and coffee and has chocolate. Yeah. So I thought this is perfect right up his alley.
It's right up his alley.
Coffee caramel M&Ms for Veterans Day, and then I took the day off.
There you go.
And I went to meet with them to go knit.
And we had a good time. Starbucks. It's really fun.
At Starbucks.
It really was. We like going to Starbucks. Those guys are our Starbucks. I don't know about every Starbucks. I'm making that. It's very good to us. On a Tuesday.
They are.
They really are. And they're very accommodating. And she's like, if you ever need the big table or something, give us a call if you know there's going to be enough or something. But, we don't want to take advantage of that because we never know. I mean, everybody says they're coming, and then you're sitting there with two people.
And then four people don't show.
Yeah, because, changed my mind, got stuck at the store. Didn't get out of the,
had a flat tire, couldn't get there.
Yeah, the whole business. So,
I mean, Chicken Sharon probably had a lot of different excuses for not making it. Like she ran into a light post. She backed into a phone booth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She posted this week for us. If you ever get, and she posted it to us, I guess, can I say it? Do you think I could put it out there?
I don't see why not. She's got it out there. It's on her car.
She showed her new Florida license plate. It says K1TBL. And at first we kind of all looked at it, kind of go, huh? And then it finally hit through the brain barrier, crossed over, and digested itself up there. And I went, knit one through the back loop.
Yeah.
Nothing like being, oh my God, so cool. I love it. I really do. I just love it. I think that's, maybe that's what we should make our knitting room. Knit one in the back room. No, you can't go in the back loop. You got to go in the back room. That's where we knit in our room.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been doing a whole lot of knitting lately. It's been crochet.
Actually, I think the crochet may be better. My hand, I've had trouble. I have arthritis and I've had the carpal tunnel. You remember those days. Anyway, it's been bothering me this week. And I don't know because, ta-da!
Were you working on little mittens?
I haven't gotten the thumb in, but this is my new pattern. It's a basic pattern. This is Mr. Grinch. Yeah. This is from Gem Luxe. It's amazing. You can't really tell too well because of the colors. We don't have all the best, but see there.
We don't have all the best colors. Sorry.
This is,
I'm going to take a picture of this though, and I'll put it up on Instagram so you can see the real.
Seasick crocodile, red tomato. This is Mr. Grinch, stink steak stunk.
Yeah.
And arsenic sauce. I mean, how cute is that? It was, it would fit you because it's a little big for me. See, look at how good that is. Ta-da! There you go. Yeah, I knitted this. I changed to a 3 thinking I should. I'm going to shorten this a little bit. This needs to be adjusted for me.
Yeah.
Because my hands are a little bit littler. Yeah. And I think I'm going to do the next one with a 2. So this will be my left hand, and the one that fits better will be my right hand.
Right, because that's the way you do things.
I'm so, and since it's a test case sort of.
And I would shorten this up.
A little bit, I think, because I did it to match this.
Yeah.
I'll do that on the next one. But I just wanted to put a pattern together for us guys. And if I can talk to somebody who has an Etsy shop that wants to put it up for free when I get it all written and everything, because it'll just be basic so that you can go with it where you want to go.
I'm not going to do it for free. It's going to be like 20 cents or 50 cents, something, because Etsy charges just to list it.
Okay, then we'll do it for 35 cents.
Whatever. Be the cost that Etsy charges.
Either that or my gift to you guys will be, she can list it for free. And every time she says to send what we,
just email it.
I'll pay it. I'll pay her the 35 cents.
No, we'll just email it to people who want it.
Yeah, we can do the email. But anyway, it's working on it. I got to fix this a little bit on the top because I did a crochet, a modified crochet edge. Have you ever done
Cast
that?
on or bind off?
Bind off. It's so much faster.
Yeah.
And the fun thing about it is when if nothing else.
But even for you,
but using
ballistically tight, if you have a hard time getting through the loop
here
because
getting
you're ballistic.
In here,
yeah, that's what I mean. Getting through there.
There was rough, but it was so much. I didn't have to grab yarn, so I had my crochet hook in it, and I pulled it through the knitted one and slid it off. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like taking this needle and pulling over and dragging it and stretching it. So that was one good thing. The other good thing is I'm working with teeny tiny flexi flips this week was awful on this one. The 3s weren't so bad.
Well, my hands were killing me this week. Though,
maybe
too.
It was the weather.
I think it's just the weather. I think the barometric pressure thing was out of whack because my hands were absolutely.
If you guys think about it, maybe post and let us know when she puts it on Instagram or something. How you bind off on your, and I'm thinking
how you want a stretchy bind off.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking,
I don't know if you I think you want a stretchy cast on.
I do have a stretchy cast on.
Stretchy bind off for the top of your mittens.
You want it to be able to go over your hand and do this, but you don't need it that tight. But I don't want it pulled in too much. So but it's tough to do this. That's the thing. What I'm thinking is, I just took my sock off, is doing a rolled hem.
Well, that would
like
be
this
cool.
One. Something like this on a mitten would be great because then if you want to turn it over, it's finished.
Yeah.
If you want to turn this back because your hand is a little warm or you don't really need it.
I think that would be really cool on the top of a mitten.
Wouldn't that be neat? And then you could fold it back and then you'd have a nice finished look here.
I think that would be cool.
Wouldn't that be neat?
Yeah.
So these are my blue socks from Ashley. And she's Fats Girls? Anyway,
fat girls.
Fat girls?
Not fats.
Not fats, fat girls. PHATZ.
No.
No,
No Z.
PHAT.
PHAT.
The
No
Z is on the girls.
Okay, fine, but it's not fats.
And she made me my wonderful socks, and they're so toasty warm, and I love them. But I'm never probably going to make them.
Speaking of toasty warm socks, Holly, I have worn your socks a couple times. They remind me of the 80s, and I don't mean that in a bad way at all, even remotely. They're colorwork socks.
Really?
Yeah, she did colorwork socks. Remember, she
said
to me the gray ones with the purple flower thing on them.
Yeah.
So they're colorwork, and listen, I don't do socks at all. So like,
I've done a sock up to the toe. It's more.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Up to the toe.
Me too. So absolutely no disrespect on this at all, because like I said, I've worn these a couple of times and they're fantastic socks. But this may have been one of her first times doing color work.
Could be.
Because the floats are really long and she didn't catch them, which is fine. I understand that. And I'll be gentle and ginger getting my foot in and all that.
Sure.
But they're very puckery. They're very puckery.
And they don't.
And so they scrunch like we did with our socks in the 80s. Yeah. We scrunched our socks really a lot in the 80s, which is just, these socks are perfect for that. So the last time I wore them,
Did you wear them with your poodle skirt?
I had on a pair of leggings and I put these on.
Oh, they're perfect for that.
I did.
Because
I'm like, I need a pair of like strap pants again to wear these socks with.
Or you need like, it makes it look like a leg warmer situation, like the old Jane Fonda world. They're perfect.
They're perfect for it. Absolutely perfect for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally perfect for it. So now I'm like,
I got my blue
now I need to find a gray and purple like sweater, oversized sweater.
Oh, that'd be great.
To wear with
leggings,
like leggings
so that
I can wear these socks in like perfect unison.
Well, that was one thing I was thinking on this last cruise.
And I need to find a pair of stirrup pants.
Yeah, on this last cruise, I have to admit, there were people when it got chillier, when we kind of crossed over the date line, we're heading towards Hawaii, and it was a little bit, it was out of the 70s and into the low 70s. So of course we were in 80-degree, 70% humidity, hot, wind, and sunny. And so then we went to this cooler weather, and people were running around with leggings and socks. And I thought about that. I really did. I thought, with leggings, I could wear the socks on top of.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you would see what I spent 47 and a half days making a pair of socks and spending $35 on the yarn, because I would only use and no offense, but I would use great yarn because my feet are sensitive. Good yarn, $25 to $35 for yarn, for the best yarn, good yarn. And then I might even use cashmere on mine.
Well, you really want to have some sort of rayon or something that's durable.
That's true. You can have a little, but then you got to wash them by hand, and I wouldn't do that. So forget it.
Yeah, not cashmere.
Yeah, not cashmere. So we'll get a soft merino or something.
Do a 75-25.
Yeah, something like that. Or even 80-20.
80-20.
And then go from there, and then I could wear them outside so that you could see them with plain shoes. Don't have any
just a pair of like white Keds. Just a pair of white Keds.
Because then they'd really flash. Could you imagine?
I mean,
wear white Keds. These shoes, you can't really see it too well. It's got bright yellow, pink, blue. I mean, this is good. I'm going to show you. Sue's going to wind this for me.
I'll wind it for her.
And
later.
This is from when I went to Greenland last year. I was digging out and found it and went, oh my God, this is perfect. So then I pulled it out. But this would be great. Look, you would wear leggings and these shoes, and you'd have these collars sticking out on your foot.
Yeah.
Look at how cute that would be.
And an oversized like sweatshirt or something.
Here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it'd be great.
It'd be great. So
back to the 80s we go.
Woohoo!
Back to the 80s we go.
The 80s served some purpose, guys. Even though
we covered up our fupas by wearing strap pants and oversized sweaters.
Yeah. So
2 t-shirts, 4 pairs of socks. Because we had to have the different colored socks.
Because you wore a sock on a sock.
Yeah, each sock.
Or you had a legging on up to the knee.
Or the 4 different like golf shirts with the collars popped. And all different colors.
You look like Amy Farrah Fowler on Big Bang with a sweater under a sweater with a shirt underneath the shirt. And you're like,
and
you're walking around like
this.
And
then you have an Argyle sweater like draped over your shoulders and tied with a knot in the front, you know.
I love it. There you go.
Oh,
and we were so trendy.
That way.
We were. It was just the whole thing. You know, here in the Midwest, we probably got it after everybody was done with it. In California or something like that, we're a little bit slower. We catch up later.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It takes time for it to travel. Back then,
it still takes time for it to travel here.
Yeah.
To the Midwest.
Yeah, it does. We catch up a little bit later because we have to check it all out.
Do you know that now? You know the nail trend that are super long and pointy, right? That. Listen, I don't get it, but to each their own. Now they're going to go indent. So it's going to be a U, like, you know, the little grinder things that they use to grind. Yeah. Now they're just going to go like this. So you have 2 points on both sides of each finger. That's going to be the next trend. I can guarantee you.
Oh my God. That would
so
be
they'll be
awful.
super long with a U.
I don't know how people do that anyway. Mine just got a little bit over from the trip, and because I did get them done on the ship, and then I went back and had her do them. And Colleen, yes, I told Sunny that I know you, and we had a major discussion. It was fun. Monday, we ran into Colleen. Haven't seen her forever. You guys haven't seen her that often either. Was she with you in October?
One time.
One time?
One time when you were gone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you remember Colleen? She shows up every once in a while, pops into our world. Is she on yet? No. Okay. So I can say all this.
She might be. She just hasn't said anything.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so she's there Monday. What was I talking about? Oh, nails.
Nails.
And she was there Monday, and we got to talking, and we discussed nails. And I said, oh, yeah. And she said, where do you go? And I said, I go to Adora. And she's like, I do too.
Yeah.
And she goes, who do you do? I said, go to Sunny. She's like, oh my God, so do I. I said, that's the girl I made the hat for. And she's like, oh, wow. So when I went to Sunny, we were talking. She's like, "Oh my gosh, she was in here last week. She got this girl." I mean, that's what I mean. The Asian people have memories like crazy. They really do. Because how many people had she taken care of during the course of the week? And she remembered Colleen and the color, and she remembered my trip.
Of course.
And well, that trip I wouldn't be surprised because she knew I was going to make her a hat. So she was wondering when I was going to come back, give her a hat because she's cold. She's from Miami. She came over. Anyway, we were talking about, so Colleen, yeah, she remembered you. She said to say hi when I saw you. And I said, okay, I will.
Did you get the new kind of gel, whatever that
she
was talking about?
No, she has poly gel, which is a little bit lighter than the gel builder that I get. Because I'm a little harder on my nails, I think. So we went with the gel builder instead, which is about the same thing. It's just the base that they put underneath is a little bit different. It's like a glue type thing. But when it popped off this thumb, it just popped off and you wouldn't even have known there was anything on there. Nothing at all. And it just sort of came off. And I was like, what? Hey, look at this. I'm running around the house with my nail. Mikey's like, what that? Did your nail? And he's like all concerned because he thinks my nail fell off. And I'm smiling.
You're like, well, it did fall off.
It did, but the top part fell off. Anyway.
The fake part.
Yeah. I'm surprised how hard that stuff is.
Well, I'm not.
Think about it. Oh, it really is hard. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I went, and then we were working on what we're going to do for Christmas for my toes before the cruise. Because I'm going to be in flip-flops on the next one. We're going to Caribbean. Well, Mexico. So it was like, I was like, oh, she does nail art too. So I can get pictures of my hands. What do you do? Oh, we're trying to read here.
Maggie says,
Maggie, hi.
She says she'll make socks with wool.
Okay. That's a good idea. Yeah, wool would be better. I don't make cotton. Did they put nylon with cotton? I don't think I've ever seen it. I think if you did anything, you'd have to go acrylic to get a stretchy type.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I don't either. Go ahead.
Last week, I think maybe it was Sunday afternoon after you left.
Okay.
Maybe. Or it was Saturday and then I didn't tell you about it.
Okay.
I can't imagine that because
No.
Because I would have told you about this.
Yeah.
So Jamie, he goes, I was thinking about getting a pedicure this afternoon. You want to go with me?
Oh yeah, you said you guys went.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
So
say.
it was Saturday.
Yeah,
did I tell you guys about this?
No, you didn't say. You told us Monday that you guys got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I need to find a place that's going to give us a discount because he doesn't have 2 toenails. His big toenails are gone. He had them removed long time ago because he kept getting ingrown and having to go to a podiatrist and having them
do whatever
surgically removed.
Yeah.
So they said, well, this is going to happen every 3 months, or they say every 3 to 6 months. Mm-hmm. It was always 3 months, or we can just take the nail bed off.
Okay.
And he's like, okay, just take the nail bed off because it was so painful. Like he would come home from work and his shoes would be saturated.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
bad.
It was really bad. So he was like, I'm just take the toenails off. So it's kind of weird that he has no big toenails. When you see his big toes for the first time, you're like, goofy. So he really only has 8 toes to deal with.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so you want it because
and then I usually don't have them paint my toenails. Like I just want them to, get rid of the cuticles and trim them up and, blah, blah, blah. But I don't want any paint.
Right.
I don't care. Cause especially now, they're just going to go into socks and shoes and nobody's seeing them and I don't really care.
Right. At this point,
I think, and Jamie doesn't even get clear or anything. So there's no polish at all.
He just goes for the massage,
cleaning. No, he doesn't even want the massage. He just wants his toenails cut and the cuticles taken off and then dead skin taken off, bottom of your feet.
Yeah.
So when the pedicures now are $50 a piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which include polish.
Right. And lotions.
Shouldn't there be a discount when you
just want to
include polish?
Yeah, I guess.
And so we paid $110 for 2 of us, and then tips.
Right.
Because I got the basic, which was $45, but it still included polish.
Right.
And then he got something with hot stones or whatever. Because he just wanted that. And it was supposed to be like $51 or $52, whatever. And when I paid, I just put it to $110 and said, you guys split the
difference,
the tip.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I was just like, Jesus. I remember when I used to be able to get a manicure and a pedicure now just a manicure. Like I don't have stuff on. So no acrylic and whatever. Just a manicure, pedicure for like $45 for the 2 together.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not saying I remember this from 1980. No, this was just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but just over the course of a couple of years, how things have definitely gotten so much more expensive as you go in and things. It's just gone rise after rise after rise after rise. You go in on Monday and by Thursday it's up again.
Yeah.
So, cost for that. The biggest thing is I know my acupuncture lady went up. It wasn't so much because of what her needs were. It was the shipping cost. And the shipping costs have lowered some from the pandemic in the last couple of years.
Shipping of what for acupuncture? The needles?
The needles and things like that.
She doesn't sterilize them and use them again?
No. It's cheaper to get new ones. Otherwise, she has to get a whole system and has to be checked by the state and certified and everything else. The hospitals don't use stuff like that anymore. We used to send stuff down and they'd sterilize it and repackage it. They don't even do that anymore. No, not at all. Everything is disposable anymore. That's why all those countries are flourishing and we're not, because that's where we get it all from. Anyway, that's enough of my politics and whatever. So, but yeah, that's how it is.
But shipping has come way down
It really has, but
5 years ago it was
still
$25,000 to get a container over here.
Oh my God, it was.
And now it's 5.
Nah, it's still up there. It's 10 maybe now.
No, it's not. It's like 5. I get them in every day.
Well, you get big ones.
A container is a fucking container.
I always wanted to make that into a house or a shed.
Shipping containers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've done that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And
in the Netherlands, there's a
Right.
whole community. So
Yeah.
I've been watching stuff on that. It's
yeah,
cool.
it's really kind of fun when you see how they do it and everything. And I've seen some on HGTV, they've had some people that have done that and put them in places. And if nothing else, like for a lake home or where you have to, I just never realized what they look. I've never been in one to actually sit in one and how you can cut it out and put a window in. And because to me, I didn't know all that. Back in my day,
it's a rectangle.
I know, but back in the day when I worked with my dad on the house, you had to put your own trim and stuff. All you got was the window. Okay. You didn't get everything around it, the trim and everything. You had to do all that stuff yourself.
Uh-huh.
And now you buy one package.
Now we're lazy and we have other people do all that shit for us.
Well, it's faster and it's easier, and I get it, but still,
it's not done as well though.
Yeah, it depends on who's
when
doing
we
it.
did it for ourselves, we did it better.
Well, that's true. It depends on whether or not everybody measures and lowers, and that's sort of like with our knitting, whether or not you gauge and everything. Like me,
I don't gauge.
I'm a big gauger. I can get this to gauge. Okay, when I worked on this, I get it to gauge, and then I'm so
gauge for what?
Like if you're trying to get the number of stitches like this, I should have made better in the middle here.
But you don't have a gauge for that. You're
No,
making that pattern up.
But what I'm saying is if you, for me to tell them what the gauge is,
well,
okay,
then you just knit it yourself and you just count the stitches.
Well,
that's
what
the
I
gauge.
would do. Right. But if you're saying like 20 stitches to 4, whatever it is, so that your sweater fits.
Well,
okay.
That's according to somebody else's pattern. I don't think she understands what gauge is.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. But what I'm saying is I get so scared I'm not going to get it, that I'm going over or under, that I either tighten or loosen too much, and then I'm not engaged anyway. So that's part of the reason why I don't pay any attention to it anymore. I adjust as I go. I just see, like what I would do here, if I really wanted it to fit, I'd take this and turn it inside out into my little old sewing machine. And I'd sew right down here a little bit of a seam. And then
they can't see a thing you're doing because it's underneath the camera.
I would sew this right here, and then I'd turn it back out, and I'd have a mitten that fit. Except I probably
you could do that on a sweater too.
I know, because that's what I do.
I wore your sweater the other day at work.
Oh, you did?
I did. Your purple one.
Yeah?
I did. I wore it to work, and one of my warehouse guys, Jimmy, he started his own dump pickup business. Like he's got a big pickup truck, so he will come and pick up your garbage,
and
take it to the dump.
Which is good, because a lot of people don't have facilities to do that.
Right.
Yeah. And not everything can go to Goodwill or be donated.
No, he just gets rid of it for you.
Yeah.
So he either takes it and sells it, or he takes it to the dump.
Well,
or he does whatever.
Makes
you don't
sense.
want it, call Jimmy.
Right.
He'll take care of it for you.
Yeah.
He's like, well, and his name is Jordan. We just have too many Jordans, so we just started calling him Jimmy because we didn't have a Jimmy at all. So we're just like, here, Jimmy. Like, I can't call you Jordan
because Jordan's over there.
Here's the thing. So,
because I sexually harassed Jordan.
Yeah. Jordan's like, oh my God, it's Deb again. I gotta go run and hide.
Yeah, he's gonna go hide.
We have an HR department now, though, so he makes battle on you.
I'm telling you, following him is the best thing you can do. If you need a bad day, if you're having a bad day, you just walk behind that and you're like, okay, I'm lifted.
There's a better day.
And don't go home and look at what you've got. Just pretend.
No.
That's a good one
to follow.
Yeah.
So the original, the OG Jalen.
Okay.
He's a big boy, like I'm a big girl. He's a big boy. Okay. Jimmy, that Jalen, he's tall, but he's skinny.
Oh.
So
one of those wiry kinds.
One of those wiry boys.
Yeah.
And I'm not even like skinny, like JJ from Good Times skinny.
Yeah.
No, he's just fit.
Yeah. He's just one of those people.
Obviously,
I bet he probably
he
doesn't
can
work
throw
out.
shit into the back of his truck, so he's built,
Yeah.
but he's fit.
Right.
The OG Jalen is more. He's the defenseman on your football team. You know,
he's a defensive linebacker there.
He's like the
He's
fridge. Yeah. and Jimmy's the running back.
Okay, there you go. Got that.
But Jimmy,
that's a good team. Boy, that's a team analogy.
But Jimmy,
sports
I know, right? But Jimmy is taller than the OG Jalen.
Oh, no.
So we couldn't even go, okay, so it's big Jalen and little Jalen.
Right.
No, because
right.
Was it
the other way around? Yeah. So coming up with that nick, that's cute though. I would never have thought to do that.
So we just call him Jimmy. So
Yeah.
he's not Jalen, he's Jimmy.
Yeah. I whatever. You get these funny little names that you give everybody to the world. I have to get better glasses. Nancy. But I don't work there. What is that going to? Yeah. What are they going to do to me? Tell me I can't come
true.
Here. Yeah, they'll just ban me from coming. But then I can stalk him outside and wait till he walks outside. Hey, take your coat off. I don't care if it's 20 below zero. I got to check you. Yeah.
Rick, the HR guy, would probably high five you on the way out the door. Because that's the kind of. Yeah.
Oh, geez, she's right, Nancy. You got that under control. Let me tell you. It's so true. What can they do with me? I can go in and do what I want.
Yeah, you pretty much can.
So, yeah, anyway, I've been flashing this around.
Yeah, what are you going to make with that?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a hat. But now that I'm thinking about the socks, the thing, I could do the sock. But what I think I'm going to do, a hat with a rolled over brim. Because then I can get my ear coverage. Because I don't get cold up here as much. And then stockinette's good.
So you want the rollover,
so
kind of like my bend and snap?
Kind of like bend and snap.
Okay, yeah.
And something like that. But a simple world. I mean, like, come up with another. I have to start looking for another pattern. This is from Windswept Fibers and Design, hand dyed in Newfoundland and Labrador. I got this last year when we went to Greenland. And it's
last year when you didn't go to Greenland. When you were supposed to go to Greenland, but you just went to Newfoundland.
And we didn't go to Guam either because of wind. And you're like, what the fuck? And you'll never guess what this is called. Is this not perfect for me? I had to get it because of the name.
Sail away. Yeah.
Is that not like perfect?
Yeah.
This is like unbelievably me. It's got brighter blue, a blue, pink, bright stock. It's very shocking.
Yellow, orange, red, pink, everything.
And you know what? I might have gotten this on our wonderful friends on Yarn Truck. Come to think of it.
Oh.
Could have.
In Newfoundland.
In Newfoundland when I was up there in Cape Breton, something. I don't know where it was. So anyway, that's my new thing this week. I brought it over so we could and I thought, because the weather is starting to turn a little dreary.
It is.
I didn't realize it because I guess coming from the heat and then coming back, not seeing the transition, being in the transition of losing the leaves. And I mean, we had some color change before, but all the leaves were on when I left in October. And when I get back, there's all these
they're
nothing.
Gone.
And so maybe I just am feeling like the January depression right now. The blues with the gray sky and everything. So I thought, well, this is very bright. I need something bright and cheery to kind of have fun with. So I thought this would do it. And I'm going to go look for a pattern today, this afternoon, maybe. It'll get me from doing something else that I probably need to be doing that I'm not going to do.
Eating your lunch.
Well,
her doctor has said that she needs to gain weight.
Yeah, he's like, you need to, well, not necessarily gain weight, but
you ate your whole breakfast this morning, which you didn't last week.
Oh my God, I did. It was so good. She makes her own cream cheese, mixes her herbs and things. Oh my God, this is like amazing. I don't know what it was. I said, what is this? It stuck out so good. And I never put cream cheese on an egg sandwich. Never.
Oh yeah. So
I never even thought about it.
So I never made an egg sandwich that way before in my life either. Normally I just fry up eggs.
Yeah.
And put it on, bread. And I usually put cheese which in my world is usually American cheese
Mhm.
on an egg sandwich. That's just the way it has been
Yeah.
for my life. And then people that are dorky, like my daughter and my mother, put ketchup on that. And I don't do ketchup. She would do ketchup. I can't
I
do
broke
it.
that habit many years ago.
I
still like it.
But a couple of years ago, my daughter and I met up in Wisconsin for a weekend.
Mhm.
And I rented a kitchenette hotel room kind of
Nice.
place, right?
So you guys could cook.
So we could cook. We could just, hang and watch
Right.
Netflix and chill. And
Exactly.
and so I had brought the sourdough bread, which we had this morning.
Oh, that was good.
So I brought a loaf of the sourdough bread, and I brought some eggs. I brought up a cooler of stuff, right? And so in the morning, I was like, oh, I couldn't make up my mind if I wanted an egg sandwich or if I wanted an omelet. So I actually made an omelet. And then I went, oh, but an egg sandwich sounds really kind of good. So instead of
getting rid of the omelet
or making her eat the omelet and then me making an egg sandwich, I just toasted up 2 pieces of that bread and I put the omelet on that and I think I had like Munster cheese or something, and I put that on it. And she was like, Mom, this is genius. This is awesome.
It was.
And I'm like, why did I never not think about putting like omelet type eggs on an egg sandwich?
Exactly.
And then I did cream cheese once because I didn't have any other kind of cheese. And like, to me, an egg sandwich without cheese is just kind of wrong.
That's the first time I've done it. I never put an egg on my cheese on my sandwich. Other than like if I eat at McDonald's, but I haven't done any of those morning sandwiches forever. Yeah. And
this morning I had just a little bit of a cream cheese left. And so I went out on my patio and I pulled a green onion, which, by the way, if you take the root end of a green onion that you get from the grocery store.
Right.
When you chop it off, and we normally just throw it away, or if you're frugal like I am, you would save that for your vegetable stock or whatever. Most of us just throw it away. But I learned this year, got to be 53 years old to learn all sorts of things. If you just take that little root end and you throw it out in a pot, it grows a whole new freaking green onion.
Well, that is the roots.
Hello, it is the roots. Like, it does make sense, but sometimes
it doesn't cross over.
It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't meld with
So that's what I did. I went out and I pulled up one of those that I put earlier in the spring.
Oh my gosh.
So that was a green onion from a store-bought green onion that regrew in one of my pots out there.
So now it's organic.
Of course it's organic. And some parsley, and I just mixed up the green onion and parsley.
I'm sorry, it was
in the
like
cream cheese.
It was a mild onion flavor. It was
because it was just a little bit of green onion.
It was seasoned perfect. It did not taste like cream cheese with just green onion and a little bit of something else.
Parsley.
Yeah, it didn't taste that. I mean, it tastes like you would get in the store. Like if I had bought the Philadelphia.
Better than the shit that you would get.
It was
because
better.
It's real.
It was. And that had a great organic flavor because it was hand grown and picked and made especially for me.
I went out there last night because I've got like 4. Do I have 4 or 6 big pots out of my deck? Whatever. I got a bunch of big pots out of my deck, and I grow tomatoes and cucumbers and all, whatever.
Yeah.
So I went out last night and I was like, holy crap on a cracker. There are more green beans. Now, my green bean plant, I thought had completely died. I had a big pole bean, whatever. And so I come in and I've got a handful of these little green beans. I said to my husband, I go, you're not going to believe this shit. But I've got I said, this has got to be the last dredges of the green beans, right?
You would hope so.
So
with the weather changing like it's been.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm still pulling carrots. I got carrots coming out of my pot still. I'm still getting carrots out of there.
Unreal.
And I'm still getting tomatoes off of my tomato plant.
Maybe because the pots they're under the ground and it's
they're not under the ground. No. They're way above ground.
Well, no, they're under the dirt.
No, they're not. My pots are not under the dirt.
No, there's dirt in the pots.
Well, of course there are. What the fuck?
I'm just saying that because the pot is protecting the edge. So maybe you're not getting the cold penetrating to where the carrot is. I'm trying to explain and I can't. This is my new kind of frustrated. I can't get it out. I'm getting more dementia.
Usually plants that are in pots actually freeze faster than the ones that are in the ground.
I'm going to start doing that.
I'm just saying.
When you hear, you're going to know I'm beating the shit out of her.
But I think my tomato plant is right up against my house, so I think my house is keeping that one.
Could be, maybe.
So I think I'm still going to get some tomatoes off of my cherry tomato plant.
And those were really good. They were amazing. And I did have some of those this summer. They were really good.
I did harvest my cabbage.
You grew a cabbage out there?
I grew 4 cabbages in my pots. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And after I harvested them, they're starting to shoot more cabbages off the side. So I might get little Brussels sprouts off the side of my cabbages.
Which are really just little tiny cabbages when you think about it.
They are just little tiny cabbages.
Look
at that.
I can wear my
new. Look at how cool that is.
I can put this in my new bag and make this my sock bag.
You could.
I got this week from our friend Carly. So a shout out to Carly.
Naughty Girl Creations.
Naughty Girl Creations. Isn't that cute? Very Christmassy. She was really, really, really good. And she put a leftover. She gave us a leftover Indiana.
Yeah.
From when she did bags for the yarn truck.
Yep.
The Adventure Yarn Truck. Naughty Girl Creations by Carly Gibson. You've seen her here.
Yep.
We were the first ones. And she doesn't, I think on Facebook, I think she's going to have an Etsy shop. She just hasn't gotten there yet.
She has an Etsy shop.
But I don't know if
it's called Naughty Girl Creations. Yeah. KNOTTY. But I think she's mainly been selling on Facebook.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think she's she's got a full-time job and she does a lot of knitting and go into things and sewing and stuff. So she's
and then
doing shit before. I mean, why would you work when you could do all this other stuff?
She only sews when she goes to her mom's in Michigan.
Right. And because she doesn't have a lot of room. I think maybe what I'll do is tell her to give her a key to the house and say, help, go for it. You don't even need to use fabric. Just grab whatever here in the house is all yours. That's one way to get it cleaned out.
That's one way to use.
And she's up.
Fabric.
She's up. I'll just say, listen, don't bother going home. Pack a bag. You can take a shower downstairs, and it'll force Mikey to keep my house cleaner. Oh, sorry. He does most of the cleaning. I don't, because I'm not home enough. Anyway, but this week, oh my God, I didn't realize how much underwear I had on that trip.
Well, 45 pairs. I think
45 pairs I took.
And I don't understand why you were only on it for
30 days we were gone, 30 plus days.
Right.
But I brought extra just in case I had accidents or something.
Okay.
And you never know if you're going to get stuck somewhere or if you want to change or if you put, see now if I wear it in the morning and I put on my suit in the afternoon and I came in and I took a shower, then I put clean underwear on. So I figured I'd have a few days of doing that. Or if I wear a dress and I wear the long leg ones, the
spanker kinds.
The spanker kinds that go down your thighs so they don't stick together. Now, they used to rub when I walked. That's why I wore them. Now I wear them. I don't need them necessarily. My legs don't rub together when I walk. But when I cross my legs and it's warm, my skin, because I have all that saggy extra, it sticks. And then I'm like,
even when it's not saggy and extra, your skin touching skin sticks.
Skin sticks. But anyway, I hadn't noticed that because I never really put skin on skin because my legs were too fat to do anything. So anyway, now I wear them. So when I wear those and then I change into my chamois later or something, then I put back regular underwear on. And then that all goes in the wash. Now I'll wash the long leg on a ship, but I won't wash my regular underwear on a ship. I don't know why. I don't want anybody touching my underwear but Mikey. I gave it to him 46 years ago. I'm not going to give it, I'm going to leave it with him. And he's like, so thanks.
I don't.
Great.
I don't know if you understand, but like, they're not touching your underwear.
No, but I just think, it's just, I'm sorry. I just don't. And my sister will leave shit out on the floor. What
are you going to do when you go to a nursing home?
Well, that's different. Then I have no idea what's going on. I can't take responsibility.
You will know what's going on. You will always know what's going on. You will be dementia. You will forget everything except for your underwear.
My underwear will be my thing. And somebody will try to come in and take it away from me. And I'll be like terrorizing them because they're trying to take my underwear.
Oh my God, can you imagine her in a nursing
I know.
home?
Can you imagine this? And I don't wear the right size because I got all this extra blob. And if I get a better, I went down on these newer ones. I went down a size for a few. But because I wear the shapy things and they pull me up, and I'm constantly, before I realized that I got the thong in the front instead of, because I need the coverage in the front. That's why sometimes I wear them backwards, because you got more girth in the back. And then I can wear them across the front. And nobody knows but me. I mean, and you guys, but you won't tell. I mean, if you met me, you wouldn't ask me if my underwear was on backwards, would you? I mean, Ellie met me and she didn't ask me that. What? I don't get it. She's laughing at me. But come on, it's part of our life.
Why don't you wear the girdle kind of underwear and just a small?
You mean like boy short type thing?
No, the old-fashioned 1950s type.
No.
Judy Garland kind of underwear.
No, I don't like those kind because then they creep up. And even the long leg ones. With
not the long, the short ones.
No, because you have to be very careful with how the elastic is in the groin when you're kind of heavy and, when you got excess there. You don't understand, my hoo-ha is not a regular size. So that has a lot to do with it too.
Okay.
It's
all right. I'm not gonna.
We're not gonna go there today.
Not gonna press that too much.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there. But she is working on something fun, but she's got to get work on it.
I am.
It's frustrating.
It is. It's in the frustrating stage. It is not super frustrating. It's just that I can't keep count. I'm just gonna say, I can't keep count. And I had to go get stitch markers the other day. I had to get up from my chair in my great room and walk all the way over to the room that has a 4,000 stitch markers in it. And get 12.
Yeah.
So I needed 12 because I can't fucking count. So I'm trying to write a pattern for crochet that will be
a replacement to the one we're not talking about anymore.
to the Harry Potter, he who shall not be named pattern. And I've done this to 120.
Right.
Okay. So, and I was already into the next color.
Right.
And I went, I don't understand why this is not folding over and turning into a hat.
Right.
Why it just kept getting bigger.
Right.
Kept getting bigger, like a bigger doily. And I'm like, why is it doing this? Lo and behold, I had 134 stitches on it, not 120. So I had been adding stitches. Don't ask me fucking how. I don't know. So I just ripped it all out. All the way back to where I had 120 stitches on it, and I've redone. Now I feel like I need to count them again because I feel like there's more stitches on there.
Because now you've done something in it. This is really cool.
So I'm hoping that 120 stitches. So this is what's really bad. I should.
Well,
every time I've done a crocheted hat before in the past, I've always done it
starting to do a little bit better.
Bottom up.
Yes.
And
we're trying
to do a top down.
Exactly.
And a little bit difficult.
Well, maybe hang on, guys. I remembered something. Maybe go to YouTube and look at some of the ones that suggestions.
Well, I don't want to copy somebody else's.
Well, it isn't really copying. I mean, I have to
take inspiration from?
Yes, that's it. Because my little mitten here, I have to admit, has probably a work, and I will apologize when we get it up and everything. I'll even put a note on it. I have no idea where some of the suggestions came from. The thumb I got from somebody, a couple places I actually read it, where you do it when this is the start of the row. So this is the start of the row. Okay, you don't go over so many and then put the thumb in and then knit back like some of them do. And then the other side, you do more and then put that. Well, anyway, this is at the beginning. So it doesn't matter unless you've got a pattern where you're putting it. If you've got a pattern, then yes. And you want this to be like stockinette and pattern here, then you're going to have to pay attention to where you're going to put it. Then put it at the end. But then, so you're like, oh, I didn't realize that. So I don't know where I got it from, and I want to apologize. And what I'm going to do on the next, if I ever get to another pattern, will be if I get to the fold over pattern when I learn, I'm going to write down where I got it from on my notes so I can give them a shout out.
Well, that you got from me.
Yeah, I did. But other people.
But other people. Well,
but that came into my head here. This is amazing. That's why, if nothing else, out of 203 episodes, we got something out of this. So we'll have a fold over here.
I know the fold over. So I know other people have done the fold over before, but I did not know that.
I didn't either.
I did not know that when I did the bend and snap. Mm-hmm. I had never seen a pattern like it before. I just went, hey, I want something that's like this.
Yeah, that gives me the extra here.
How in the hell would I do that?
Yeah. And go forward.
And I went forward and prospered. I mean, I was just like, how could I do that? How?
So then you got your head.
And it's not double knit because double knit looks the same way.
Yes.
But I don't know how to do that.
No, I don't either.
I don't know how to. But I'm sure you could double knit your brim.
But on the other hand, too,
I don't know how to do it.
I was thinking too with the double brim that I could still do the rib. I just do the going around first, then do the rib, and then bring up the thing and attach it. So that it looks like it's a regular hat, but yet it's got extra.
Right.
Or I could just do like they do in Iceland and put flannel there.
Yeah. You could just sew flannel in on the inside.
Yeah, and then I got my wonderful ears, covered. But anyway, that's just that.
But I am hoping that this will eventually
keep working on it.
I'm gonna keep working on this.
And
but that it will eventually be a tube.
Which would be
that you fold in on itself.
And then you have.
And you would have a crocheted, doubled, or quadrupled rolled hat.
Whatever. So
kind of like
our fold up.
Kind of like the one that we shall not be mentioning.
Yeah. And if she's not busy in her room making these cool stitch marks, check these out.
Y'all. Okay. So if you haven't gone into Instagram yet and looked, there's some pretty cool photos in there, or on Etsy, but these little guys you cannot see.
No, she said on Instagram better.
I called these ones orchid because the bead that's on it is like the green color of orchids, of the green orchid, and then there's these bronzy metallic flecks in it.
It's amazing.
It totally reminded me of the green orchid. So those are already up in Instagram. These ones are not yet on
but they will be.
Instagram. No, yes, they are.
On the shop. Yeah, these are.
These are in the shop. I called these Mountain Rain.
Isn't it great?
They look like a blue agate. They're blue and green.
There's just enough flex, and they're on like a rose gold.
Yep, rose gold.
It's beautiful.
Those are up.
She did that to me on Monday. She took my Mr. Grinch. I brought the extra one to show him what it looked like.
Oh,
and she stuck it in her bag.
I did. I stuck it in my bag. I was like, I wonder how long she's gonna notice that it's.
If you hadn't had it sitting out, I probably would have gone home thinking I dropped it somewhere.
Right. Or that you left it there, and I would have been like all happy because I had this green and pink muddled.
Not gonna happen.
Mini set.
There you go. Anyway,
she figured it out.
I did.
She figured it out, and I had to confess that I had it. Gave it back to her. These guys are up.
Aren't they cute?
In Etsy. It's a little 3-pack.
What's great about
Santa stocking and a Christmas tree.
What's great about having these is if you're going to suddenly go to a Christmas party, you want something a little more festive. You can take your stitch marker and wear it as an earring.
You can wear these as earrings.
Because they're earring things. These are the best. I stole one of these. Well, actually, they didn't steal.
She did. No, she stole it.
I did. It's right here.
She stole it. But these are polymer clay candy canes. They also are up on Etsy.
Oh, those are wonderful. And they're so light. I mean,
They're super light. They're polymer.
Super great.
They're polymer clay, so
yeah,
they're really
you
light.
wouldn't necessarily.
All of these are light. These are light
these
too.
are light too. That's what I like about
those are
them.
resin.
These are resin type things. I was thinking about that the other day when I was in Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
They have epoxy stuff out. How fun it would be to start playing with something like that.
No, go for it. Have fun. Not me. It's not going to happen with me.
And speaking of
I actually think that I'm going to I'm going to pare down the Etsy shop to holidays and rings and tip huggers.
Could be.
Could be. Could be. I don't know.
First, she has to get rid of all those terms that's in there. Believe me. So yeah, I went to
There may be a huge after Christmas sale. There may be a monster after Christmas.
She might have to have one of her come help me parties because I want to clean this out. Because I did think about that this week. What do we do with all this? What do you do with all this stuff when you don't do it anymore? All of those millions of beads.
Oh, you know what? I've been getting these beads from a different supplier, which is why they're different colored beads. Yeah, I got lots of beads.
Yeah, we might have to find somebody who collects them. But
Did
anyway,
I show you some of the other ones that I got? Oh,
but she's got to show me those. Check this out. I found these. Look at this. These are magnet ornaments that you can put on your car.
If your car is metal.
Mine, I don't know if I'm sure mine is. Isn't the frame all metal? They put it in a car. This is on a car, so your car would take them. They put magnets on cars all the time.
I don't know what car you're.
I'm going to check my car and put these on. Anyway, or I bought an extra pack. I can use them on the cruise ship in December. You can save these from year to year and put them on your cruise ship door in December. So they won't go to waste.
Well, I'm sure they won't.
So there you have.
You could double stick tape them to your car if your car's not have a magnet thing.
I think it does have a magnet thing. If not, I can put magnets on them. I can glue magnets to these guys.
And then glue magnets on your car?
No, I can just put sticky stuff on there. No, I'd have to use, God, Mikey would kill me. I'd have to use those ones that remove. That maybe have the Velcro.
You said that these are magnets.
They are, but I can put the Velcro back here thing and then put the sticky one that you would put on the wall and slap it on my car. And then I can take it off the car because Mikey would kill me if I put something on there that I couldn't get off. And I don't know if this would, and the funny thing is that when I go in and get the car washed, I have to go out there and take them all off because God forbid they would clog up Mike's car wash or crew car wash, sorry. Old time Mike. But they're cute. If nothing else, they'll be cute on my door in December. Had to share that with you.
Are the doors metal?
They're all metal.
Okay,
Everything
all
metal.
metal.
And actually, that's one thing I did learn over the last couple of years. I get these I have extra hooks.
But are they aluminum or steel?
No, they're steel. They're steel. And they're all over the room. So I take extra hooks to hang things on to like my chamois are hung up on a hook. And I bought a little shelf this week at Dollar Tree that you can make an extra shelf so I can put things on. Now, if you're in rough weather, it may be a little bit rough. I might have to buy something to put around the edge.
But so you're going to bring a shelf in your suitcase.
It's this big. It's a little plastic shelf that has attached to a ring.
So that you can have
it's
more
like
stuff.
So I can have more stuff. And forget clothes. I mean, then I have to take an extra suitcase for all my clothes because
And all your
stuff.
bags.
Yeah, all my bags.
Well, you need to make a bag for your shelf.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Good idea. I'll do that. I hadn't thought about that. You're right. It probably does.
Okay, so I haven't done anything other than that crochet this week.
Well, you were busy at work.
And I mean, I was busy at work, and I've been making stitch markers.
Right. And you rearranged your furniture?
And putting together advent calendars.
And you rearranged your furniture?
I did rearrange my furniture.
And you've been out gardening?
I have been out gardening.
I'm
just saying that I haven't knit anything.
It happens to the best of us. I thought I would do more.
I didn't even get much on. I think I got like a half a row, maybe a row done on my color work. No. On my color work from work hat, my peach and teal one that's for Jamie that he wanted blue and orange, but he's getting peach and teal. He picked the colors, y'all, not me.
Oh yeah, I like that. Well,
I mean, I picked out the colors. I brought them to him, and he's like,
"Yeah,
that'll work."
I know. What are you gonna do? And that's the way it is. I'm just sitting here crocheting on my little drunken granny square, a granny blanket wrap that I'm gonna donate someday. Don't hold your breath, guys. It may take a while to get there. You know,
we don't want anybody to like pass out from holding their breath,
because it's not gonna happen. I think what they'll pass out with is when I actually come up with the done Stephen West. My glittering snowscape, because he's got an amazing one this year out. He does this every Christmas. It's for a whole year long knit. The only thing is he's got mohair in this one. Yeah, and I don't like mohair. So I ordered some yak to see how that would be work, you know, and maybe do every other row up here.
How much do you need?
Each skein. It's a 3 skeiner. Each skein has.
So you only need three skeins of mohair.
And 3 skeins of yak. Yeah, and you need 3 skeins. Yeah, but it's got to match the color. If it's blue,
for fuck's sake.
I have to check and see what Miss Babs has got. I may have to order just the colors and then put my own yak with it. Maybe like a neutral or color, or pick one of the colors. If I decide to go, say, with purples or something, you know.
Because you couldn't pick 3 regular skeins of yarn that are in your stash right now for it, and then purchase just the yak to go with those colors.
What really would be cool is to do maybe a Christmas type one, themed one, and use white yak with like these Christmas. Like I just ordered because I got good news from the doctor and he told me to gain weight, and I've never heard that. So Tuesday I ordered Bah Humbug from Brother Brenda and Heather.
How is that going to help you gain weight?
No, that's going to help me.
I was wondering where that came from.
No, that was my reward for getting a good news and for them to. Okay. It was a reward thing. So I ordered Bah Humbug.
Okay.
So that would be in the middle, and I could put a red and a green, and then the white would be the fuzzy, and I could do and then I'd have it done by Christmas, maybe.
The next Christmas.
Well, no, I could wear it on Christmas the 26th. I'd finish it by Christmas the 25.
Right.
It's a whole year.
Yeah, because you have a whole year to actually make it.
But I wouldn't wear it probably until 26 because the season would be over and I would already have cruised. See, so yeah. Anyway. All right, I'm getting myself confused. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of doing myself in there. What are you going to do with us? Hey, Mags, what else? How's the baby news?
How's the baby news? You're so funny.
Due 4th. Okay, keep us posted. I'm still here on the 4th, so we'll have to find out what it is. Send Sue an email if you think about it, so she can send it to me.
She needs to get her eyes re-examined.
I am getting them.
It says she's on shawl on clue number 4.
Oh.
And I'm back here and
on clue 4. You're right, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I will get new glasses, and I'm going to have cataract surgery at some point, but I have to be home long enough to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not that busy next year.
Is your sister going with you in December?
Yeah. Good luck. I know.
Oh.
It's going to be fun. She fell again. She's having some, issues. So, yeah. But, she doesn't do it on the ship because I think she has to really watch her balance.
She has to walk to the place to get the alcohol. It's not being brought to her like in an airplane or at home where she just keeps the bottle right next to her.
Yeah, that's true. You got a point there.
And she's got to walk down to the bar or the casino.
She does like her vodka, but she is having some neurological issues that we have no idea where it comes from. Anyway, we won't get into that because it's kind of judgmental, and I'm not going to be judgmental anymore.
I won't either. But I do want to say, I brought this up to her before while we were eating because I'm 53 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all, I did not know this until I was 53 years old, that Hawaii didn't become a state until 1959, which means in 1941, it was not a state.
When Pearl Harbor happened.
I
December
was 53 years old when I realized this. When I learned
Was
this.
it 41 or 45?
What?
Pearl Harbor.
41.
Okay.
Good Lord.
I don't know why I made it 45.
It was 18 years later before it became a state.
Even though it was a territory and we had a base there.
But I distinctly...
No, because we grew, like we said, we grew up knowing there were 50 states.
We grew up being taught
Right.
that Pearl Harbor was
in Hawaii, the state of Hawaii.
the state of Hawaii. We were never told that it was just a territory at the
Right.
time. I doubt that we were lied to. It was just
the way
it was
presented.
presented in a way that led you to
Mhm.
believe that it was a
Mhm.
state already, when it wasn't a state
No,
already.
and maybe it was just because the base was there. I don't even know how much it was, but I think it was a territory.
Just want to know how much of the rest of things that I learned were not
We'd have to go
100%
backwards.
accurate. I mean, I understand that history is always
So we'll just say this.
subjective to whoever wrote
Right.
it down
Yeah.
and is teaching it. Where
Right.
if I were to be taught World War II from France's perspective,
Sure.
it's going to be a little bit different than the English perspective.
Right. And some of the other, wherever it is.
Yeah,
Sure.
anywhere.
Well, it's got to be that way. No matter what.
Anywhere, like literally anywhere. If I was in China, my
Maybe somebody
perspective
came by,
on World War II
maybe
is going to
somebody
be
came by
completely
with
different.
with a can opener, came in, opened it up, took that part of your brain out that you knew that, and then sewed it back up, and you never even knew it one night, and you really did know it, but you didn't know that you didn't know it because it was gone.
Yeah, so you would have never known it. How could you know something you didn't even know? This is how our brains go. Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
And you guys come week after week to listen to it. I mean, it's like, so then you don't feel so bad about yourself, maybe. I don't know. Maybe because we give you look, those guys are crazy, and look, they're on TV. So
We are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, we are.
And on that note, we're going to let you
We're
guys
going to go ahead and let you go. Oh, wait. It's
Not
not
a
a
touch
touch screen. They got me. See you next week, guys. Get ready for Thanksgiving. Oh, and by the way, Wicked comes out Friday night, the movie. You should go see it. It's really good.
Twister just came out on like the remake of Twister.
Really? On you can rent it. You can get it on.
No, you can get it for free now. You don't have to rent it
Oh,
anymore.
well, then that's the way to do it. Oh, sorry. Bye, guys. Wait, I got to hit end.
Yeah.
I didn't know I hit it.
But